Greetings, owners. Welcome to another MTGA NerdPhil video where we are doing some Strixhaven standard. This is a unique deck. It's not unknown, but this will be kind of an interesting way to bring it into the meta. So if you want to see more stuff like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, hit that notification bell so it'd be easier time finding me in the future. And of course, we're on the road to 300 subscribers, so it really helped me out. Most of you are returning viewers that have not hit that button, so why not? So that really helped me out actually. I'm also live on Twitch 7:30 to 11, playing some Magic, RPG games, bit of Valorant, a little bit of everything. So if you want to see me live on Twitch as well, support me there. That would be awesome. So question of the day: what is a meta deck that you keep running into that you're not like a huge fan of? For me, I would say Rogues. I think Rogues is something, even though I have a pretty easy time beating with most of my decks because I keep Rogues in mind. It's just something I just don't like seeing over and over. I don't know why. I guess like even though I have my own version of Rogues, I don't know, something about it just, I'm like, ugh, another Rogues deck, you know. Mono Red, I don't worry as much because I don't think Mono Red, it's more based on luck because most of my decks that I create can remove Mono Red threats pretty quickly, or at least hold off until I get my late game threats, but unless they get that crazy perfect start. But for the most part, I don't know, just not big on seeing Rogues all the time. But let me know in the comments down below what meta decks you're not such a big fan of running into. So today we're trying Orzhov Flyers. This deck is pretty solid all around. Just need to avoid the bad luck stuff, which does occasionally happen on this channel. But you know, CGB runs into it too. So if he runs into it, anyone can run into it. So let me show you what we're working with. So we got two Shiles to make our creature stronger. Probably not playing Embrose. I've never had the need for it. 4 Ephemias. It's good against mill decks if they mill our enchantments, which we're playing a good ton of. Good early drop. 3 Heartless Axe for the removal. 4 Banishing Knights for the removal. And again, an enchantment, so it pairs off well with Ephemia. 4 Elite Spellbinders because he's busted. Let's just say it. We all know it. Paul's busted. 3 Elspeth Nightmares for the removal. An enchantment. Good card all around. 4 Shade Wings, which is pretty great in this deck. Get a little bit of a, I guess, a bonus prize if our stuff gets removed. 3 Rankles, 3 Baneslayers, 2 ECDs, 2 Kayas, and 2 Burning Rune Demons. Then we got 3 Aghanim's Awakening, 3 Castle Ardenvales, 8 Plains, 2 Castle Luckwings, 5 Swamps, and 3 Snarls. So Snarls are actually pretty good in this deck because we're playing a lot of double cost for our creatures. So actually getting a land that taps for both is pretty important this time around. Usually I'm not like super fond of playing tapped lands, but luckily the Snarl can come in untapped potentially as well. So it's actually more reasonable to play it this time around. Snarls are actually pretty strong if you've got a good mix. Wow, this hand's actually not half bad. I know I have 2 legendary creatures, but for the most part this will be okay. And I can play both Snarls turn 2 and 3 and just show the same planes. So we're playing against a Rogues deck. I like how I mentioned that like I hate playing against Rogues and then we're playing. So this would be a good test because again you are going to run into Rogues at some point. Oh, okay, so this is actually cycling. That actually is a slight bummer because I would have liked to have played against Rogues because Ephemia does help us out a little bit. So we're actually in a little bit of a pickle here. Worst comes to worst, I could just play the second Ephemia and then exile it to herself. Might be weird, but it might be the play we're looking for. I would also like to play the Rankle as soon as possible as well. So, yep. I would actually gladly block here. I would gladly block. Yes, yes, yes. This is perfect. Happy to make that trade. I am very surprised he went for the attack. Okay, show the same planes. Not that it matters. And we have... So that went way better than expected. I was so surprised that he attacked. That was quite the shocker to me. So we need to draw a couple more lands and we're in the clear. Either way, I would be happy to play the Rankle. So it looks like he's not going to play a creature, which is fantastic. I'll play the Rankle and sack the zombie token. Also, cycling is a slightly annoying deck because it's like more solitaire, but it's possible to make a comeback. It's possible. It's very dependent on what they have as opposed to what you have. So far I'm pretty happy. I'm probably gonna actually end up taking the 4 here. Just to, I know that's risky, especially with you know, other things that aren't in the game, but so I attacked with everybody. So we're actually going to, I don't want to discard here because it actually gives him a revenue to discard a cycling card. Not really what I want to be doing right now. So we drew a land, perfect. We can play the Kaya, exile the creature that comes in, or just make our Wrinkle a little bit harder to kill. So yeah, I'm happy to let him draw in this case, because it might help him get a little bit closer to that stupid card that I can't think of right now. Okay, is he playing 4-color? He's playing 4-color stuff. This is weird. I don't know what he's doing. Ooh, this is rough. I'm gonna lose the Kaya for sure. But he's hard casting it? Oh, he's going for the Rune Demon? Yeah, go for the Rune Demon. Oh, no, he got Kaya. Okay. Not the worst, not the best. We still have a lot to work with at the end of the day. I could... Okay, that's interesting. Let's see. You know what? This might seem weird, but I'm gonna play Paul. Because he might have that card I'm worried about. He has 2 Zenith Flares. Yes, I am very worried indeed. You can suck it. I knew something like that was gonna happen. I knew it. Did I not call it? So we will actually, again, we will draw. You know what? We can draw. And oh, it's exiled. It's okay. Oh, it's exiled. Okay. So he actually has to Zenith Flare, just to survive, to gain some life. But I'm okay with that. And he actually has to remove a creature. Oh, well, no, he gains life. That's right, because it's just that good of a card. So my next goal would be to... He does not Zenith Flare. That's super interesting. Not sure what that's about. Why is he not... Oh! Hello? I just got hacked. I was supposed to win that. What just happened? I've never had that happen to me before. So, we know that was a victory because of the misplay of the opponent. I'm not really sure what happened. I don't know if I'm resuming back into my match here. I hope I am. No? Huh. Well, we know that was a victory, so because the opponent misplayed. So, I've never had that happen to me before. I really wonder if I got hacked. I've never in the history... I've had bad server days where I couldn't log in. Or I've had, like, moments in the game where I get put into a match and then it says draw. But I've never once had that before. So that is very sketch to me. It's very sketch to me. Probably a foretell here. Oh, no. Oh, this is a Soul Tie variant. Okay. A very common version. You know, I could have probably actually played Banishing Light on the Willowhaven just to really slow them down. But I'm happy if they play Binding of the Old Gods because I could really care less. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna slow you down a little bit. Why not? Why not? CC comes in? Sure. Ooh, so we only drew planes. Mighty unfortunate. Mighty unfortunate. Yeah, we drew no... we technically drew no black mana source because technically Aghanim Awakening does not count as a land according to the randomizer. So really it's just bad luck. But we do have the best card against control, which is actually Castle Ardenvale. Shiny Snowstorm comes in tapped. Of course it does. Sure, I mean... So we got a bit of bad luck involved in here. I guess that's what we get for winning the last game, and we will count that as a win. Very important. Opponent misplayed, that's on them. So they could play the Yorion. I'm not sure if they want to. It's not like super helpful right now, especially with 2 Heartless Axe in my hand. But again, Castle Ardenvale, probably one of the better cards against control. That's why I put 3 of them in. Even though we got like terrible start, terrible hand, still usually worth it. I do just decide to go for it. Yeah. Well, I will remove it. It usually means he has another one in hand. If we draw a land here, it's not the worst because it'd be easy discard to Rankle. And he's gonna remove a token, which is not really too bad. Oh, you know what? Wow, exiling the Banishing Lights was actually pretty important here. So, a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. Do I have his discard? No, we can draw. Don't think I particularly care. And we'll play the Femia. So that was actually unfortunate. Wow, the exiling part did matter from Elspeth Conquers Death. Usually doesn't matter that much in a control deck, but and I actually don't know not many of them that do play Elspeth or Elspeth's Nightmare still. Ooh, okay. An opponent chooses 1, shuffle that card into your library, and then okay, so I have to give them the least powerful 2 cards. I might lose here. This is probably where I lose, if I'm frankly honest. I can deal with the Vorinclex, because I don't think he's getting counters, but I don't think I can win against extra turns. And I think he still gets to cast Tibalt for the Planeswalker side. Yeah. That he does.
Trickery is just a hobby. Chaos.
Probably removes our Rankle. Yep. Which is fine.
You won't miss it.
No blocks. Ooh. Continue to draw lands here, which is not great, but what are you gonna do? So we still did manage to resolve it, but
catch me if you can.
not the worst. It's kind of crazy that he still gets to cast the Tibalt, honestly. I don't think you should. I don't think Tibalt should be that powerful. Because usually when a Planeswalker dies, usually the effect of the powerful Planeswalker disappears. Not in this case. So we are in some... Oh, another one. I probably lose here, honestly. I can handle 1. I can't handle 2 back-to-back. That's a little rough. I wonder if he top-decked that too. Couldn't be the case. Oh, yep. Nope, we're gonna go ahead and scoop. That's a little too much for me, honestly. So that was a little rough. So first off, we got flooded. Super important to recognize. I actually do make notes of that. Because I always try to figure out a way to try to beat the randomizer. I don't know if that's the term I'm looking for, but always try to think of ways and find statistics of, because it might actually be a deck building thing, right? Because if you're flooded consistently, the thing is, if you're flooded and screwed in the same deck, that actually means that your deck's okay. It just means that somewhere the shuffling went a little off. But if you're only flooded or you're only screwed, that means there is something off about the deck, in deck building wise. So, in this case, I do seem to have being a slight problem of being flooded, so maybe I am playing too many lands, which doesn't actually make that much sense because I have more mid to late game drops, so I'm not really sure what I'm looking at here. So this hand is actually pretty strong, and again, this is, again, a good sign of decent deck building happening. So I'm gonna let the opponent respond, because they probably have something. Okay. Well, I'm gonna bait out the counter spell. Elite Spinder will probably force that out of them because it's just that good of a card. I was tempted to play Elspeth's Nightmare, it just didn't seem to make that much sense. Alright, Spellbinder's resolving. Oh. Oh, we're playing that kind. Oh. Well, I can deal with both of these. Divide by... I think we're playing against well, Shark Typhoon, always getting rid of Shark Typhoon's good. Looks like we're playing against a CGB deck. I think I saw him do something like this recently. Alright, decides not to do anything. Interesting. We have 2 Nightmares. Here's the thing. I may actually let the Spellbinder die. I think he's going to cycle here for 1, which is actually good. Here's the thing. It's actually a good thing. Oh, okay. He actually decides to return and learn here. Decides to go search for a land. Makes sense. Well, then I'll play Femia. I'm just gonna, you know... Actually, it works because just in case he cycles or plays a creature down, we get to remove it right away. So overall, not bad. Decides to play the Solemn. I may let the Solemn live. I don't think I particularly care. I don't think I want him to draw a card either. Yeah, I don't want him to draw a card. So we missed a land drop that we needed. So here's the thing. Okay. I know I said I was going to let the Solemn live, but it actually makes sense for me to play Elspeth's Nightmare in this case because I get stage 2 and stage 3. Stage 3 might be important. I don't suspect it will be, but also getting this into the grave with graded 2/2 might be important here. Probably a Shark Typhoon. Nope, plays a Replicating Ring. He's playing weird. Okay, this is definitely a CGB deck because I don't understand half the things that are happening. But something nuts is about to happen. Sure, gain some life, makes sense. But removing something could be super important. Yup, see a Shark Typhoon. Okay. I just don't understand what's happening. I think I have to hold the Banishing Light. So I'm going to present lethal. I'm presenting lethal. By exiling. I actually should have kept the untapped one. That was silly. And I'm holding Heartless Act, so that's pretty good. Looks like he got flooded. Oh no, he's playing Alrund's Epiphany. That also makes sense. Sure. That's fine. Doesn't do too much to me right now. As far as I know. Sure. Still have Heartless Act. Sure. Okay. Did you draw another one? That's the real question, I guess. Shark Typhoon isn't going to be super helpful, I would imagine. Are you gonna crew? What's happening here? Okay. Sure. Remove the big ship. Sure. Looking for a counterspell. Makes sense. Didn't find it. You deserve it for playing for copying CGB first off, and also playing Alrund's Epiphany. So I don't have that much sympathy for you. I'm presenting lethal. Oh, he drew another one, didn't he? Of course he did. Of course he top decked another Alrund's Epiphany. This wouldn't be a NerdPhil video unless the opponent got everything that they wanted. So, do we still have a chance for a comeback? Of course we do. This is easy peasy walk in the park. They hardcast Shark Typhoon. Alright. Satchel here. Sure. Okay. Alright. We do have options. And we can make another 2/2. So, actually, here's the response. Kaya. Plus, you.
Get out
and attack with you.
You're not lacking for spirit.
If you want to chump block, that's fine. Cool. I might actually be in a good position to win next turn if I play this out correctly. Unless he draw his third Alrund's Epiphany, then I have no choice after that. So, okay, that's fine. Can remove that with Banishing Light if need be. Could exile, move. I'm trying to think here. Yep, easy peasy block. Gives me an extra creature still. Okay, drew a swamp. Can remove 3 things here. Which I think I do, if I'm not mistaken. Remove you. I think this might be it. Yes, this is the correct decision. I think he's BMing me. I think he knows then at this point that it's over, because he's BMing me. Which I like. I like this. This is a good sign. I can kind of wait and see a little bit.
When I say go, you go.
Alright, Elspeth's Nightmare, which gets rid of a birdie bird. And then I remove... It's not lethal. But it's good enough. It's not lethal, but it puts them in a much trickier position. Sure. Makes sense that you would want to scry too. 1 on top, it's not a great sign for me. And I know it's tempting to move the Shark Typhoon, but I am just trying to get as much damage in as possible. Because I can still exile the last thing that he plays. Even if you play something, I can exile it with Kaya. So I should be in the A-OK. Well, F me in the butt. How does this happen? How? How?
Involved with locals.
You are too dangerous to roam free.
Okay. We lose to top decks. I love it. I'm really not sure how how to win. CGB is just ruining the meta. Here's the thing. We have Rankles, we have Demons, we have Kaya's. Kaya's would also help us out of this situation. We have things. Honestly, a Rankle top deck, instantaneous answer would do the job. Yeah, we have ways to get out of this. I just need a top deck like the opponent. That's the answer. I just need a top deck like the opponent. Really, Elite Spellbinder does nothing because he's going to get removed. Do I play him just to play him? I don't really know. Okay, this actually works. Because I'll have two things, and one of them will get stronger. So this works. This works. I see nothing. But the opponent scries too. They get exactly what they're looking for. Probably another Alrund's Epiphany. I am getting pretty salty, if you didn't notice, because this has been an interesting game. They kept on top, so most likely an Alrund's Epiphany. I'm pretty good at predicting, just because anything I don't want to see, that's usually what I'm seeing. Oh, right, he can exile too. I forgot about that. Okay. Well, actually, I said Embrose wasn't going to be useful. I'm playing Embrose. Probably a counterspell here. No, not a counterspell. Very interesting. Okay, sure. Ah, into the Royal, of course. Gotcha. Okay. Yep, this is game over. I did not draw the Wrinkle. The opponent drew the Ugin. There's a lot of things that just happened. I'm just a little salty, and I'm pretty sure I got hacked. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm not really sure. Come on, attack me. What are you so scared of? Oh. Alright. I'm pretty sure it's game now. So... I can't. I mean, good game, sure, whatever. Oh my gosh. I can't. This was hilarious. I needed you. I've had so many times to draw. Oh my goodness. Well, it's good to keep track. It's good to keep track of kind of what's happening. It's a good record to show you ways to improve the deck, and ways that you can lose. And I did not expect to lose, honestly. I don't think I had a reason to lose. I just lost to the top decks, could not top deck myself. Well, it happened. So hopefully you guys still enjoyed that regardless. Maybe seeing you writhe me and insult is hilarious for you, but yeah. So if you guys enjoyed that, you know what to do. Hit those buttons, follow me on Twitch, all that good stuff. So right now, top YouTube is showing you my most recent upload. Right below that is a video that YouTube thinks you specifically like. You guys know the drill. Explore those videos, watch those, help me out. Thank you all so much for watching, and even though today was a bit of a rough day, we're always going to see you for the next NerdPhil.